Unit 12.
Conversation.
A 133. Why did they go to the gym?
To play basketball.
Why did they go to the gym?
To play basketball.
134. Why did she go to the library?
To look at a book.
Why did she go to the library?
To look at a book.
135. Why did you go to the lab?
To listen to the tape.
Why did you go to the lab?
To listen to the tape.
136. Why did he go to the office?
To talk to his teacher.
Why did he go to the office?
To talk to his teacher.
137. Why did they go to the gym?
138. To play basketball.
139. Why did she go to the library?
140. To look at a book.
141. Why did you go to the lab?
142. To listen to the tape.
143. Why did he go to the office?
144. To talk to his teacher. 145. That's Tom Baker. He's a student. He's going to the office. 146. Who's that?
That's Tom Baker.
147. Is he a student or a teacher?
He's a student.
148. Where's he going?
He's going to the office.
149. Who's that? Tom Baker.
150. That's Tom Baker.
151. Is he a student or a teacher?
152. He's a student.
153. Where's he going?
154. He's going to the office. 155. He went to the office. He went to speak to his teacher. He sat next to the teacher's desk. 156. Where did he go?
He went to the office.
157. Why did he go to the office?
To speak to his teacher.
158. Where did he sit?
He sat next to the teacher's desk.
159. Where did he go?
160. He went to the office.
161. Why did he go to the office?
162. To speak to his teacher.
163. Where did he sit?
164. He sat next to the teacher's desk. 165. Whose scarf is this?
It's Carol's scarf.
Whose scarf is this?
It's Carol's scarf.
166. Whose jacket is this?
It's Tom's jacket.
Whose jacket is this?
It's Tom's jacket.
167. Whose shoes are these?
They're John's shoes.
Whose shoes are these?
They're John's shoes.
168. Whose tie is this?
It's Bill's tie.
Whose tie is this?
It's Bill's tie.
169. Whose scarf is this? Carol.
170. It's Carol's scarf.
171. Whose jacket is this? Tom.
172. It's Tom's jacket.
173. Whose shoes are these? John.
174. They're John's shoes.
175. Whose tie is this? Bill.
176. It's Bill's tie. 177. It's Carol's scarf. It's her scarf. 178. It's Tom's jacket. It's his jacket. 179. They're John's shoes. They're his shoes. 180. It's Bill's tie. It's his tie. 181. It's Anne's watch. It's her watch. 182. They're Sally's keys. They're her keys. 183. Is this Carol's scarf or her hat?
It's her scarf.
184. Is this Tom's jacket or his coat?
It's his jacket.
185. Are these John's shoes or his gloves?
They're his shoes.
186. Is this Bill's tie or his sweater?
It's his tie.
187. Is this Anne's watch or her purse?
It's her watch.
188. Are these Sally's keys or her pens?
They're her keys.
189. Is this Carol's scarf or her hat?
190. It's her scarf.
191. Is this Tom's jacket or his coat?
192. It's his jacket.
193. Are these John's shoes or his gloves?
194. They're his shoes.
195. Is this Bill's tie or his sweater?
196. It's his tie.
197. Is this Anne's watch or her purse?
198. It's her watch.
199. Are these Sally's keys or her pens?
200. They're her keys. 201. He's Tom Baker. He's a boy. 202. He's Mr. Tompkins. He's a man. 203. Who's he?
He's Tom Baker.
204. Is he a boy or a man?
He's a boy.
205. Who's he?
He's Mr. Tompkins.
206. Is he a boy or a man?
He's a man.
207. Who's he? Tom Baker.
208. He's Tom Baker.
209. Is he a boy or a man?
210. He's a boy.
211. Who's he? Mr. Tompkins.
212. He's Mr. Tompkins.
213. Is he a boy or a man?
214. He's a man. 215. She's Carol Baker. She's a girl. 216. She's Mrs. West. She's a woman. 217. Who's she?
She's Carol Baker.
218. Is she a girl or a woman?
She's a girl.
219. Who's she?
She's Mrs. West.
220. Is she a girl or a woman?
She's a woman.
221. Who's she? Carol Baker.
222. She's Carol Baker.
223. Is she a girl or a woman?
224. She's a girl.
225. Who's she? Mrs. West.
226. She's Mrs. West.
227. Is she a girl or a woman?
228. She's a woman. 229. They're Mr. Baker and Mr. Green. They're men. 230. They're Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson. They're women. 231. Who are they?
They're Mr. Baker and Mr. Green.
232. Are they boys or men?
They're men.
233. Who are they?
They're Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson.
234. Are they girls or women?
They're women.
235. Who are they? Mr. Baker and Mr. Green.
236. They're Mr. Baker and Mr. Green.
237. Are they boys or men?
238. They are men.
239. Who are they? Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson.
240. They are Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Johnson.
241. Are they girls or women?
242. They are women.